it's organically going viral. Soika is something we're proud of. This is the first Web3 large language model. And your subscription is like you got an NFT of that community, and this is your subscription to all the events and media coming from that channel.
Welcome to Masters of Change. Today, we sit down with Enzo Amur, associate founder of MetaPlayerOne, to discuss the myriad of opportunities available in Web3. In today's discussion, we're going to talk about business opportunities in Web3, including leveraging artificial intelligence. Enzo, it's a pleasure to have you on the show. And I'm very much so eager for the discussion and to learn more about Web3. So let's start the discussion by learning more about your personal experience. What you've been building in Web3 space for a while. What initially attracted you to immerse yourself in this Web3 space that's full of opportunities?
Hi, thank you for having me. Thank you. So first of all, it was very interesting challenge when these metaverse trends began, and the question of centralized control of metaverse and question of crypto ban in Web2 social networks was a big pain point. And we was always trying to help crypto startups as a Web3 lab. And there was a big problem to make efficient targeting, and like it was a big pain point to identify similar interests to the topic to attract users like from the big Web2 platforms. And it still is a pretty much big problem. So we was like, why not to create a platform, the social networking, social media platform, when the communications and targeting, everything will be based on token holding principle, like based on NFTs, customers hold. So you can straight target those NFT holders. And people can communicate if they hold one NFT in common. They can access community channel if it is like a token holder of that community. And information will travel between specific token holders as well. And this kind of pure Web3 social networking. And going to be like from efficient to super efficient, like 100% efficient. Communications. And your subscription is like you got an NFT of that community, and this is your subscription to all the events and media coming from that channel.
So MetaPlayerOne offers a suite of products. Can you tell us more about the ecosystem that you have already built and all the benefits that it offers?
Right. So we have 5 years roadmap, and we're in the midway at the moment. So of course we have just started with social networking platform, which is Web3 networking last year. And we added a few more products already. So we are going out of alpha in a few months. And this is the smart web social media engine for everyone. With a native metaverse maker in it. And everything is based on this token gated communication principle. It is up and running live alpha season right now. We have more than 700 communities, and we're trying to teach and lead businesses and crypto community and communities from different industries, like, for example, gaming, how to adopt Web3 metaverses and community channels for projects. And this is up and running at the moment, and we're very excited to invite anybody to utilize the service for free, to just to visit the platform, So it will activate a community channel automatically for your brand. And just one-click launch of decentralized metaverse for any purposes like showrooms, expos, marketplaces, etc.
So let's imagine I own an e-commerce store, as an example. And if I want to explore and expand into Web3 space, what would you say my strategic steps should be, and what should I take into consideration?
Recently, we have this sort of experiences with Warner Brothers, right? So a lot of big brands like has this experience like Adidas or Starbucks, etc. But for small businesses, it was still very much unclear. On MetaPlayerOne, it's becoming very easy to make your initial Web3 product offering. These words are very unfamiliar to small businesses, right? So it's just you make a picture of your product and upload it on a platform. It's just like one click uploading. So you make it NFT, right? You're supposed to be familiar with Web3 crypto wallet. It's like to download an application, right? Nothing more. So you're supposed to make your first crypto purchase if you use Ethereum network. So they will actually make a very simple scenario. They make a photo of the product, upload it, mint it for free. They don't need to buy crypto at that moment, and expose it in a showroom, which is automatically will be generated for you. Even first customers will be derived into this opening event automatically. So the engine will find and target specific NFT holders which has similar or precise interest to your product. So you can negotiate, make a presentation, talk with your first customers, make your product activation event on MetaPlayerOne.
So, you know what thing that I personally find like a point of question here? If I am about, as a small business, if I'm about to enter the metaverse, do I need to create my own token as well? Or do I need to choose which cryptocurrency I'm gonna accept? How does the actual, almost like the money transaction side of things work? How complicated or easy that side actually is?
The business owner or the project owner decided to launch own token to make this loyalty program big. And the customer is supposed to hold the token as a relation to community. So those spaces might be token gated. So you're supposed to hold this token to access the meta space or community channel. Or it might be just NFT based, or might be both. So NFTs might be your launches, like different product launches, and token in common to everything going on under your brand. So you might, if you're very smart, you definitely will go this way to increase loyalties for many years ahead for your customers in the web and become the first one.
So you're touching on two things, and I want to dive into both of them separately. One is communities and the importance and loyalty of communities you've built within the free. And the second one is NFTs. Let's start with NFTs. So a few years ago, NFTs had a massive surge and everyone around the world was talking about it. Currently, they no longer hold the big dollar values that were associated with that 3 years ago. Where do you think NFTs are going, and how do you see that turning into utility?
So this is actually what is going on right now. This is the beginning of that trend. And MetaPlayerOne is the global super advanced engine to adopt these NFT loyalties 100%. And this is called to all business communities. Don't be afraid, just make a launch on MetaPlayerOne, just 2 clicks, and just open your brand-related NFT, loyalty NFT, like any nice anime character or any nice picture or membership cards, whatever you can offer to your existing customers. Make it mintable for free. Make your customers identifiable in Web3. Otherwise, you're going to lose them very soon because they're going to get other NFTs and their loyalty conjunction will close.
So the other element that I want to dive in more is community and the importance of community, because you mentioned that several times. What would be your advice on how business owners should plan to manage the community?
It's organically going viral into specific communities and token holders. Secondly, communities, we have to say very important principle. So only your token holders might access your community channel or your metaverses. So business brands, they're supposed to build their own customer base in Web3 holding their tokens. So only token holders can access that.
So one of the products that I really want to talk more about is the recently launched Soika, the AI assistant. Tell me more about how do you see, firstly, that fitting in with the already available ecosystem that you build at MetaPlayerOne? And secondly, how can businesses really benefit from that?
Soika is something we're proud of. This is the first Web3 large language model fully enabled, to use the blockchain. And this is very interesting story. So the efforts to automate this smart Web3 targeting, efforts to make sales quick, efforts to make the Web3 product offering quick, even metaverse generating, make effortless, brings us to Soika.ai. Soika.ai is a tool when you just chatting with AI and you make everything you need, like product design from scratch, minting and deploying on the blockchain, promoting, exposing to metaverse, opening product activation event, just prompting with Soika.ai. So you just ask Soika, ask very much, and share your website is enough to make your first Web3 product offering and the first metaverse event. It will be generated pretty quickly, and it's going to be ready in a few minutes. And that's going to be your first nice experience of the Web3. And we believe this will help for the wide adoption very much. And that's why Soika.ai is so important for the project. And that's why we do product promotion fully focused on Soika.ai. And we want Web3 to be the first phase of the Web3 for the Web2 audience to be Soika.ai. So it to be like very easy, based on the blockchain, which is gas-free, and connected to the MetaPlayerOne social network and Metaverse Maker engine. It's becoming a magician for transition from Web2 to Web3 for real small, even businesses. All right. And the metaverse experience is not actually all about Web3. It's just to make the communication with the brand and managers easy, right? And remote. And you can buy from the metaverse. You can run marketplace. NFTs is just help you to be copyright protected, to be in very fair play with the brand or wherever and on the market. Then we have to consider this like that at the moment. And your purchases and self-custodian purchases, right? You don't need trust. There is no trust issues. So you actually interact with the smart contract. You keep your money on your wallet and you make transaction instant. I mean, the exchange of asset and payment is instant. We just might be an adoption force for those small companies. And there is a lot of communication channels, right? Like Twitter, it's not a problem to spread TikTok or whatever, to spread the information, but the culture is important. The culture is important. There is no borders, boundaries at the moment, especially young generation. The young generation doesn't share same values with all those people we have on agenda on Fox News and BBC and CNN. Nothing to do in common. Completely two different worlds.
One of the things that I'm most curious to ask people at the moment, artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, big trending topics. You have developed a large language model. How do you use it yourself?
For us, Soika.ai now is an inevitable tool to make a market research quickly. There is two main scenarios. First is do quick Web3 market research.
How do you design your own prompt?
Actually, I don't pay much attention to prompt. I want AI to be smart enough, to understand what exactly I need, because we are very focused, right, on the Web3. So whatever we ask, it always takes it as the opportunity, as opportunity seeker. So for example, if I asking what's the fashion brands doing, done NFTs, and what's a fashion brand, this particular fashion brand could do in this country or in this industry, this is the common question we do. We are trying to identify for ourselves the opportunities now using Soika. So say, for example, the level of adoption here, level of adoption there, where is the mass market opportunity, like for example, NFT collection for the Cricket World Cup. And Soika is the marketplace itself. So you buy NFTs or products just in the chat. So it's the first Web3 marketplace as well. And if me seeking something like chatting with Soika, and if somebody was talking about that, it matching people interests, helping brands to target customers right in a chat as well, based on the experience of chatting with customers. So it's a networking and Web3 marketplace.
So as you know, the series is titled Masters of Change. What is the next wave of change you see coming, and how you're planning to surf it?
This is a lot to do with AI. It's a lot to do with AI. The transformation will be very, very significant. And definitely we want to face this challenge, developing a common protocol for AIs. Just like we done with MetaPlayerOne for communications, we would like to bring the protocol of communication for AI agents, because a lot of private data will be taken by private AIs. So it will be a market between AIs to get those information. They use smart contract for intercommunication. And even we deliver GPU endpoint and storage endpoint that AI agent could use, because there is big GPU deficit in the world. So it's going to avoid expenses related to storage, GPU, marketing, etc. They will be interconnected by smart contract, which can be deployed into the blockchain of MetaPlayerOne as the proxy smart contract related to the AI agent, like to be exposed to Soika, to be exposed in Web3. So AI is supposed to be exposed in Web3 as well. If we're really true about safety and all those issues related to AI, if you would like to bring safety, this is the way to do that. So I'm looking at that challenge exactly as the big safety challenge. So, and I would like to bring the next tool exactly for safety reasons, not for business opportunities. But there's a lot of business opportunities as well, because AI agents, as I told you, we can avoid a lot of costs. We can do business between them, and data will travel, on chain, and those interactions history will be on chain.
Wow. Thank you very much for sharing all of your insights. There is a lot of information to digest, both the excitement of the opportunities that are there, as well as the challenges that we need to learn to manage.
Thank you.
To everyone watching, hope this episode provides you valuable insights that will empower you to master the growth of your business. Visit entrepreneur.com for your daily dose of business news and expert advice. You will find this and all future episodes on Entrepreneur TV.